Hey, and welcome to the Winning Daily Show. We're here to give the best picks of the day. We had a difficult week last week, but we're back this week to see if we can get back on track. We're going to cut out the NFL preseason this week because I think too many of the starters are going to be going. Don't want to play those, so no NFL preseason, but we do got Serie A and the Bundesliga kicking off this week to go in with the Premier League and Liga, so everything fully going together this week. So whole lot of soccer to get through this week. Hopefully we'll be a little bit better than we were last week. Tough week last week. Couple tough games that really cost us. That Liverpool game, if we could have gotten that solid goal right there, probably would have had a little bit higher scoring a game. Plus we would have gotten that assist from Trent Alexander-Arnold. The Barcelona game, I don't even want to get into. Just bad overall on all sides of things. But some tough games last week. Let's see if we can get back into it this week. We already gave you some winners on Friday, so let's see if we can get into it this week. And we're going to start out in the Premier League. Fulham, Brentford, both to score -144, 2 units on that one. I think this will be a pretty high scoring game, a lot like the game Brentford played against Tottenham last week. Bring in Fulham, whose defense is a little bit hot and cold. I think we'll get a solid 2-2, 2-1 type game once again this week. These two teams play a lot in the championship as well, so Fulham, Brentford, both to score -144, 2 units. Score assist and Mbumo plus 125, half a unit on that one. We'll go to Liverpool and Bournemouth. This, I wish there was something more, a little bit more I could take. I had a lot of looks at different things for Liverpool to score a lot of goals, but they were all juiced very high. We're going to take Liverpool total shots 22 plus 115, 1 unit on that. Liverpool total shots 24 plus 210, half unit on that. And anytime goal scorer Mo Salah -140, 1 unit on that. So that's the best we can do with that Liverpool. I would suggest trying to play some high goal totals there, but it just doesn't seem worth it this early in the season with the way they juiced. Didn't seem to have more value, but I do think Liverpool can get a 3-0, 4-0 type win here. On to Tottenham and Manchester United, both to score first half plus 225, half unit on that. Both to score overall -225, 2 unit play on that one. And then we're going to do a little bit of total goals in our minutes band here. So total goals over a half goal in the 0 to 15 minute mark, plus 188, half unit on that. Total goals over a half in the 15 to 30 minute mark of the game, plus 166, half unit on that. So we have both parts of the first half covered here, 0 to 15 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. We need a goal in any of those. I think somebody scores pretty early in here. The last couple years, somebody has scored pretty early here, and I think Tottenham's just going to play a football style that will benefit Manchester United a little bit better than Wolves did, but I think both are sort of going to be vulnerable here, so I like early goals in this one. Big time matchup, Man City versus Newcastle. I'm going to ride Newcastle here for the upset. Man City's now essentially playing their 4th game in about 2 weeks here. Don't get much time off from their Wednesday game versus Sevilla in the Middle East, so I'm going to see if Newcastle can slide in here and steal an upset. So I'm going to try to take advantage here. Newcastle plus 410, 1 unit on that. Newcastle correct score 2-1, Newcastle correct score 3-1, and Newcastle correct score 3-2. So we got 2-1, 16 to 1, a quarter of a unit on that one. 3-1, 37 to 1, a quarter of a unit on that one, and then 3-2, 41 to 1, a quarter unit on that. We're going Alexander Isak, anytime goal scorer plus 280, half unit on that. Really like that play. I'd grab Alexander Isak, anytime goal scorer. I think he'll get behind the defense. You saw how Sevilla got behind that defense. I think Isak's got one in him here. 280 is a pretty good price, half unit on that. And then we're going total goals over in that 2.5 minus 152, juiced a little bit, but I think we're getting 3 or 4 goals here with maybe a little bit of weary legs from Manchester City. So total goals of the match over 2.5 minus 152, 2.5 units on that one. Aston Villa, Everton, don't have a lot of plays, but Ollie Watkins, anytime goal scorer, plus 140, 1 unit on that. Crystal Palace versus Arsenal on Monday. Not a very pretty game. Didn't like the odds. Arsenal going to Palace here, one of their London rivals. Crystal Palace, Arsenal, win, both to score. Arsenal plus 250, 1 unit on that one. All right, we'll move to Spain and La Liga here. We're going to start out with Almeria versus Real Madrid. As long as they keep giving us 2-1s here with Jude Bellingham, anytime goal scorer, I probably will ride them. So once again, anytime goal scorer, Jude Bellingham plus 210, half unit on that. Osasuna versus Athletic Bilbao. We're going to ride Osasuna, draw no bet. Didn't like the way Bilbao played last week versus Real Madrid. Now going on the road to Osasuna, draw no bet, plus 100, 1 unit on that, both to score, plus 104, 1 unit on that. I think this has 1-1, 2-1 written all over it. So draw no bet, Osasuna, both to score, plus 104 on that, 1 unit on both those. Real Betis, Atletico Madrid, which should be a really, really interesting and entertaining game, but I don't think we're going to get that. I think Atletico Madrid's going to try to drag this one, especially early and on the road. So I'm going on a correct score, 0-0, plus 750, quarter unit on that, 1-1, plus 550, quarter unit on that. I think this has a draw written all over it and low scoring draw written all over it. So we're also going to take the total under 2.5, plus 118, 2 units on that. Not a lot I liked in the Liga this year. I don't know if it was the matchups this week or what, but only 3 games and not very much on those. Let's go to the Bundesliga. A little bit more Bundesliga action and a couple of really, really big plays here in the Bundesliga. We're going to start off with the 2-leg parlay at both to score. We're going to do Dortmund, Cologne, and Hoffenheim, Freiburg. So both to score in both those 2-leg parlay, plus 146, 1 unit on that. Now we're going to go to the Wolfsburg game in Heidenheim. Wolfsburg minus 1.5. Plus 155, 1.5 units on that. I think Wolfsburg comes out the gates hot here versus a team who just got promoted. So Wolfsburg minus 1.5, plus 155, 1.5 units on that one. And Wolfsburg plus minus 2.5, plus 420, so a half unit on that. So we're going to go for a big win here with Wolfsburg opening up at home versus newly promoted Heidenheim. So Wolfsburg minus 1.5. Wolfsburg minus 2.5, plus 155, plus 420, 1.5 units on the minus 1.5, 2.5 units on the half on that one. All right, Frankfurt versus Darmstadt. So we're going to take advantage of both newly promoted teams here opening up with their opponents on the road. Frankfurt going to have a big play on Koulibaly, anytime goal scorer at minus 110. Really think that's really, really good value. So 4 unit play on that one. 2+ goals for Koulibaly, plus 500. A 1 unit play on that one. And then we're going hat-trick Koulibaly, 27-1. A corner unit play on that one. Frankfurt minus 1.5 as well at plus 115. 2 unit play on that. And Frankfurt minus 2.5, plus 310. Half unit on that. So a lot of money on the big Frankfurt win with Koulibaly getting a bunch of goals. I think he'll come out strong here. Really go after that anytime goal scorer, minus 110. That's really, really good value. That's all I had in the Bundesliga as well. Didn't like as much. Like a little bit more here in Serie A. Frosinone versus Napoli. Another one I think has pretty good value, Victor Osimhen. Anytime goal scorer, only at minus 145. 2 unit play there. 2+ goals for Victor Osimhen, plus 390. A quarter unit play on that one. I think he opens strongs, especially versus a weaker type opponent here. Genoa, Florentina, anytime a goal scorer will go Mbale Nizzolo. 2-1 half unit play on that one. Really think Florentina is a team to play with here, but that's a little bit of a difficult opener. So I'm not going to be as aggressive on them this week, especially open at Genoa, but both to score -128, 2-unit play on that one. And then Udinese versus Juventus. I just have a feeling Juventus is going to be a good team this year. I'm going to try to take advantage of their sort of semi-low odds early. Juventus -130 here on the three-way over Udinese. I know it's kind of a difficult and awkward game to open with, but I think Juventus will be pretty good here. So we're going Juventus -130, 1.5 units on that one. And then on Monday, Bologna versus AC Milan. Correct score, Milan 2-1 plus 800 on that one. Quarter of a unit play, and then both to score -118, a 1-unit play on that one in Serie A. And now we go to France and Liga. Couple plays on this one. PSG versus Toulouse. 2+ goals for Kylian Mbappe. Not great value, but I think he comes out strong here. +350 half unit play on that one. See if he comes out, gets a couple goals here, and PSG does away with Toulouse. I think you could try to manipulate some PSG goal scoring props, but they were so bad last week. I don't know if Mbappe really helps that much, but we'll see. I didn't want to be aggressive on PSG early. I want to see one more game with Mbappe in there. Maybe I'm missing it, but if you think Mbappe is going to sell it, grab those sort of PSG goal totals. They were still juiced, but they aren't as juiced as they usually are. So 2+ goals for Kylian Mbappe. Only play on that one, +350. We go to Monaco and Strasbourg. We're going to take Minamino, anytime goal score here, +155, half unit on that. Really like this Monaco team. We're also going to take Monaco -1.5, +200 versus Strasbourg. I think Monaco gets off to a start. Played a great game last week. I look for that continue here at home for sure. Versus newly promoted Strasbourg. Now, Strasbourg had been in the past a pretty good team, so they should be, I think, more middle of the pack Liga like they've been in the past. But I think Monaco gets off to a good start. So -1.5, +200 Strasbourg here. And then Lens versus Rennes. We're going to take both to score -174, 3-unit play on that. I think this will be a high-scoring game, so I'm going to take a couple long shots here. Going to take the total over 5.5, 6.5, and 7.5. That's 11.5 to 1 on the 5.5, 28 to 1 on the 6.5, and 80 to 1 on the 7.5. Quarter unit play on that one. So that's what we got in soccer this week. Just a couple more weeks until football comes, and then we'll have all sorts of plays. Even more than we have now. I don't know how we're going to sort through it, but we will. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow all our shows. Wager Zone, we're previewing said college football and NFL, so you'll get all your previews to that before we start making picks here on the Winning Daily program. Check out the other Winning Daily episode that just dropped with Dynamite David and his picks for the weekend. All your content here on Greenlight Network, on GLN TV, or wherever you can download all your podcasts. It's the place to be in the know to win that dough. That's our show, and we're out.